Hi everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kay Kalthoff and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'm going to share with you this really cute card. Uses a stamp set called You Plus Me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do before we get started here is let me show you the You Plus Me stamp set. You can find it in our 2015 Occasions mini catalog, and it is so cute you can use it year-round, but this particular card is going to be a Valentine's card. And you can also bundle it with the Stacked with Love Designer Series paper, which I did, and this is the Stacked with Love Designer Series paper. It's all black and white on one side, which really is awesome because it just makes this Designer Series paper pack that much more flexible. And then on the other side you just have a whole range of colors in red and black and Calypso Coral, and it's just so pretty. So let's get right into making this card. The first thing you're going to need is some basic black cardstock, and I have that cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Then I like to take a bone folder, and we're just going to really press down on that score line so we get a card that will sit nice and flat while we're working with it. The next thing that we're going to need is a piece of 3.5 by 4 3/4 a real red paper, and then you're going to take that and run it through the Big Shot machine with the hearts embossing folder so that when you take it out it looks like this. It's got all these raised heart images, just perfect for Valentine's Day. Then using the Stacked with Love Designer Series paper, you'll want to select a piece of black paper that is 1 3/4 by 4 inches once it's cut down. And I guess we can just go ahead and get this mailed on, or get this secured onto our card. So we are going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue with that. And I'm just going to I'm putting quite a bit on because it has to work through all those layers, through all that embossing. So that's why we're putting a little bit of extra glue on. Let me see how that's going to look. Oh, I like that a lot. All right, and then we are going to accentuate this with some gold. So we are going to take some gold ribbon, and I've got a little bit of that right here, and we're just going to measure it off. We're going to set it right above that Designer Series paper, so we just want it about, a 1/2 inch or so larger on each side. So trim that up, and then we'll just secure that with some Scotch tape. So the easiest way to do that is to just lay that down and then flip that around and secure it, and then another little piece of tape, and we'll do the same thing to the other side. That's just going to add such a nice little bit of brightness through this card because this metallic ribbon really shines when the light hits it. And you'll notice on the back of the card that I did overlap the designer paper just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then that is going to go onto our card, and we're just going to center the red pretty much even between the top and the bottom, and that will allow our Designer Series paper here to be centered in as well. So I'm going to secure that on now with some multi-purpose liquid glue. So we'll just frame it all the way around, and then we'll set that right on top of the front of our card. And again, I'm just kind of making so that the Designer Series paper that I had overlapping on the edge is even with this edge, and then also making sure that the red is even with between the top and the bottom. So that does bring the red a little bit over to the left, but that's okay. That's central to our design because we're going to make it a little bit heavy on this side because that's where we're going to be putting our sentiment. And so why don't we let this dry a little bit. So we'll work on the inside part of our card. And you'll need a piece of Whisper White paper that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then on the other side, I went ahead and I just took a 1/2 inch by 4 inch strip of coordinating Designer Series paper and secured that down. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. And the stamp that I selected is Be Mine. So I'm inking that up with real red ink. I'm just going to stamp that right here. And then there's a couple of arrows in this set that face each other, and I don't know, I just find them so cute. So I'm just going to stamp that right below Be Mine. Isn't that darling? I just think those little arrows add so much. I love them. I love that they face each other. It's just so cute. Such a cute way to underline Be Mine. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside of our card. So we'll just center this in on the inside panel, and we will press that down, make sure it's burnished, and now it's quite secure. Now let's go ahead and finish the outside of our card. To do that, we're going to need a 2-inch gold foil punch out. I just used the Stampin' Up! 2-inch circle punch, and that's our gold foil. And then I just put 3 dimensionals on the back, and that will just go right about here. And then we are going to take a piece of white scrap and then inking up You Plus Me in real red. We're going to stamp that right like this. And then we're going to take our 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and using the punch upside down, we can then center that in just beautifully. Give that a punch. Once that has dimensionals on, you can just add it right to your card, which I will do right like this. And so that looks really cute. So now we just need to add a ribbon. So I have some of the gold foil ribbon, or the gold metallic ribbon, and I just tied it into a bow, and I put a glue dot on the back, and we're just going to set that in right here on the edge, and I'm attaching it to the gold foil circle. And then I think the perfect finishing touch is to take some of the gold sequins and putting them on a glue dot. Let's just scatter some of those sequins around. So we can put one here. I think let's put another one right here, and another one here. I think I'm just going to put a bunch of them because it looks so darn cute. And then maybe 2 more. We'll put one up here, and then 1 more. Right, I think right about here. And that is so cute. I don't know if you can tell how much that livens up the card, but in real life it really does. And if you're wondering how I do these sequins, our sequin trim, actually all the sequins are attached, but I pull them off, and then like when I'm on a long car trip or something, I just add them all to a roll of glue dots so that I can just use my sequins individually as I want to. And then I just put them on with my paper piercer. So the card is already done, and it's just so pretty. And if you need to place an order, you are very welcome to visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com, and I have lots of ideas there, also with link backs to various videos. So I appreciate you. Have a great day, and thank you so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. Bye-bye.